Okay, y'all. Right here, I got one of those poo noodles from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to measure out a piece that is 10 inches, approximately 10 inches long. And I'm just going to cut me 3 pieces. Now, I don't measure them all because I'm fine with them all being off a little bit. And then that last piece that was left over, it was about 8.5 inches, and I'm like, okay, so I just take another poo noodle. Now, that first one, I'd cut a piece off and used it as styrofoam. So, anyway, and I got that hazelnut Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just going to take and paint the ends of all my poo noodles and like around the edge of the ends because I don't want that green to show through. I was asked to do my version of Yuletide logs and birchwood, and then asked to show how to paint them. So this is what I decided to do. So I'm making 5 little logs instead of 3. So I'm going to take some Aleene's tacky glue, and I took some of that and I'm going to smear it in with the craft stick. And I take that craft paper from the Dollar Tree, and I cut a bunch of circles out a little bit bigger than the end of my poo noodles. And I'm going to cut little slits all in that. And then I'm taking more Aleene's tacky glue and my craft stick, and I'm going to bend those little pieces down, those little slits that I cut, because I want that to lay as flat as possible, and I want to make sure that it stays and it don't go away. And I'm just taking more Aleene's tacky glue and a craft stick, and I'm making sure I flatten all those out. So I'm going to take some more craft paper, and we're just going to roll these pool noodles up. Just that simple. And I use wood glue on one of them, but Aleene's tacky glue is what I use on pretty much all of them. And I'm just going to glue that paper to the pool noodles. Y'all, these look so real. I was like, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Anyway, so yep, just roll it up there real good, and then make sure you rub it real good to make it stick to the stick. Anyway, and I'm just going to put that glue right there on the edge and rub it down. And, see, there's one I use wood glue on. I was going to show you. You could use either one. It was 6 one, half a dozen the other. And they're both excellent glues. So, there where it squished out, I just rubbed it to make that seam seal there. So, after it all dries, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that as close as I can to get that excess paper off. And then I'm going to take some lightweight spackle there from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to fill in any cracks there around the edges because I want it to be seamless like one piece. And I actually run it down the crack of the paper where it was last sealed up too. And wood has marks and stuff on it, bark and stuff, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And here I'm taking some of that lightweight spackle and I'm putting knots on my wood. Yeah, some of them's really big, some of them small, and then you can smear it all out there because then it's going to look more natural. And yeah, then that's what I did. I just put I put 1 knot on one of them, 2 knots on most of them, but I tried to use the 2 knot ones on the edges that stick out when I put them together. Y'all see here in a minute. Anyway, that was a big knot. I know it sounds silly, but okay, I'm going to take Elephant Chalk Paint by Waverly, and I'm going to, see, there's the knots I wanted to show you. Look at that. See how they're popped up there? Now, those did dry overnight, I believe. And, yeah, just paint the entire thing. Make sure you cover it real good, especially over where that spackling is. Okay, see, isn't that cool looking? Look at that. I love it. And now I'm going to take ink by Waverly, and I'm going to, go over the knots, and I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm dabbing it up and down, not painting it and then I make it you see that kind of like you would draw an eyeball shape right there, around the knots. Excuse me. And then, yeah. I do this, but I don't know if this is necessary because when I paint it with the white, well, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good idea to do, but anyway, I take a chippy brush and my Rust-Oleum white chalk paint, and you see when it hits those knots, it hits that real hard, and so it was after that dried. So it kind of really covered that black up, but we're going to go back over it again. So you could probably wait until after you put the white on it before you go ahead and do the black. I would. And you guys, this is insane. Look at that. I mean, oh my goodness, it looks so real. Anyway, and you can just put that on as heavy or light as you want. Where it's that paper and it crinkled up and that glue dried, it actually left them like little divot things in it. So there I'm just taking that ink chalk paper by Waverly the black, and I'm just pouncing it over again where my knots were. And I don't want it to look perfect. I want it to look uneven because I've never seen a perfect knot on a piece of wood ever. Maybe some of y'all have, but hey, you know, anyway. See? Yeah. And then, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just painting another one. Yep, and I just want to make sure y'all knew how to paint it. I guess. You know, sometimes I do that kind of thing. Yep. And look at those, y'all. That's crazy, ain't it? I was in shock over it. But, oh, I'm so sorry I left all that in. Okay. And there we go again, doing the same thing. Apparently, I didn't realize that I already did it once. So I decided I'd show you a second time to make sure you knew how to do it. Or that's the exact same one and I'm just silly and don't... No, that's a different one. Anyway, that's after I paint it white. I go over with the black. I wanted to show you how realistic that knot looks. Look at that. Y'all. Look. Oh my gosh. There it is. That's crazy, ain't it? I think that looks good. Yep. So, anyway, there's our logs. And I'm going to take hazelnut and white, Rust-Oleum white chalk paint. And I'm going to mix them together. And I'm going to get me like a light brown. And I'm going to paint the ends of my little logs that color. Because I didn't want to leave them. Yeah. I'd mixed one color and it came up looking that greenish. And I didn't like that. So, I decided to do that. Anyway, trying to get it to look as close as possible. I don't know if I was successful, but I tried. And then I took a brown Sharpie pen and I made my little wood rings. And you guys don't have to go this far. Y'all know I'm crazy and I'm extra. So anyway, I just made my rings on the end of my logs. So there's where I decide I want to take the pieces that have the really good looking knots and glue them to the outside where you might be able to see them more. But after I do all this jazz to them, you can't really see any of it. And I'm just going to hot glue them together. Yep. I think that I don't know. I know you guys are like, she's crazy. Stop talking about it. But I think that one right there looks so real on the end. Anyway, and then and those two, two on top, excuse me. Anyway, I'm going to hot glue those together. Sorry, I got a phone call. Yeah, that's it. Oh, gee whiz, guys. I left a lot of stuff in these. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of out of practice. I feel like I ain't done a video in forever. I've been kind of busy. But anyway, so, okay, there's that tartan plaid. Y'all know I love that tartan plaid. I've told you a multitude of times. But I'm going to take, and I got that one from the Walmart, and the Dollar Tree sells it. But I couldn't find my Dollar Tree. I might have used it all already. But anyway, I'm just going to tuck a piece in the crack air, that wood, and wrap it around. And then I'm going to cover my knots. Makes you not want to put ribbon on it. Anyway, I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm going to put like a little hem in it. And then I'm going to tuck it down inside where the other one is. Yeah. Maybe I need to put some music in here. I'm quiet. I'm really sleepy, y'all. How y'all been? I know it's been a minute. I'm sorry. I'll have to tell y'all about it another time. Anyway, I'm just going to make a little loop here because I'm going to make a little bow. And then I put a loop on one side. Then I put a loop about the same size on the other side. And when you got double-sided ribbon, these bows are easy to make. And then you just, you don't even have to twist it. Just loop it again. Then loop it the other side. Then loop it that side. Then loop it the other side. There you go. That's simple. And then I'm going to cut a piece for my tails. Usually, I didn't cut a big enough piece, but usually you can just make all one big piece and leave it on there for the tails. But I'm going to take and make sure they're about the same length. And I'm going to put little slits there. And I don't know why, because I wasn't going to finagle my bows around, but I did it anyway. My loops around, but I did it anyway because out of habit. And I'm just going to take a pipe cleaner there, a glittery red pretty one. And I'm going to cinch my bow together. And I'm going to fold my ends in and aim them towards me and then cut up at an angle. That's the only way I can make dovetails without messing them up. And I still mess them up sometimes. And I'm going to take that lighter and singe into my ribbon so it does not fray. And fluff my little bows around. And I'm going to take those picks that I got from the Walmart. And what I just did, no, I don't end up using those. I do use those ones, I'm sorry, but I go a different direction. I didn't put them all in one end like I had originally planned. So, anyway, but I do use those picks, and I take them apart, and I start sliding under ribbon to make them match, this on that side, that on that side, to make it the same. And, just put my berries in. I guess I could always change my florals if I decide to, and trust me, you see that pile of florals there beside me? Y'all, that was a pile. I couldn't decide what one I wanted to use. But anyway, I went with that. So I put my bow on now. I want to glue my bow at a slight angle. Like, not exactly straight over the wood. I want it kind of cattywampus. And anyway, I got one of them little mini ornaments from the Walmart. Little tag. It says Merry Christmas. And I'm going to hot glue it up under the ribbon there. And voila. I think this one's done. Yep, there it is, y'all. What do you think? Do y'all think that looks real? I do. I think it looks just like birchwood. That's crazy. Knots and all. I hope y'all like it. If y'all like it, will you please give me a thumbs up? YouTube does say that we should ask people to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe. And I generally don't, but once in a while I do. But if y'all give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got some of those canvases from the Dollar Tree. And I'm only going to use 4 of them. And because I have a ton of them. Look there at my new box cutter. Anyway, make sure you take your sawtooth hangers off of them because those things come in handy. I use them all the time. And I gave my canvases 1 coat of Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And then I did paint them on the inside because, ooh, what was that? The color was shining through. So I'm just going to take some hot glue and I'm going to glue this box together. But on the one, I glue on the side, and the other, I glue on the top of it. Do you see what I'm saying there? I know you can't quite. You'll see. Okay, see how I went on the inside there, but I'm going on the outside there to make it square. Make sure it's sturdy. I want it to stick together. And right here, I just took a piece of a box from the Amazon. Anyway, not the Amazon, from Amazon. Anyway, I'm going to hot glue them together, and I'm going to trace out my box. And I'm going to take my box cutter, that knife, utility knife, and I'm going to cut the shape out that I just traced. But I went to the post office. I hadn't been in a while, and Christine Carter, she sent me that box cutter. I'm going to show y'all that set later. It is insane. But I got some nice, pretty presents I want to show y'all. Anyway, I hot glue that to my top of my box. Now, y'all, I always see those white towel car dryer towels from the Dollar Tree. I can't find them anymore. So when I went to do this, I had a piece of one. That one right there you see me work with. I about lost my mind. I went to 3 Dollar Trees and none of them had them. And by the grace of goodness, I went into my craft room, not my craft room, the other room attached to my craft room, and started digging and found one. That is crazy. But you know those Sherpa boxes that the Hobby Lobby, everybody has them. I want to make one. This is as close as I could get without using the Sherpa, but to do a Dollar Tree method. But anyway, either way, I still like it. And I'm just wrapping that up like you would a gift box. And I'm just hot gluing the seam there right at the bottom of my box. Now, y'all, I cannot wrap presents. I remember, y'all can see what I'm doing. I remember my daddy'd say, help me wrap your mama's Christmas presents. And I'd say, okay. And I'd wrap them, and he'd be like, Well, I could have done better than that, but we went through this all the time. I'm like, then why do you ask me all the time? I think he thought I was getting better at it, or he forget how bad I was, but he thought because I was a girl I could wrap presents, and I could not. And Dad, you hear this? Yeah, see, I still can't wrap Christmas presents. All right. Anyway, so I had a time with this, y'all. It took me like an hour just to try to wrap this. But anyway, I'm just, and I'm not lying, I'm just hot gluing it down. And, yeah, trying to get, my husband had to wrap our children's Christmas presents. The ones that Santa Claus didn't wrap, you know. But anyway, yeah, he had to, yeah. Anyway, so I just hot glued that down and I pulled it as tight as I could. If I had a little gap, it wasn't going to matter because I'm going to cover it up with, ribbon. But anyway, I just cut that off. Now, if y'all can wrap presents good, then probably don't follow my lead. But if you can't, see, look, I'm having a fit. If you can't, try to follow my lead. I'm so sorry. I'm making the DIY. I just can't do the wrapping. I'm trying. Okay? Okay? Okay. Anyway, I love you guys. I miss y'all. Anyway, so I'm just tacking it down there and trying to get it finished. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I did want to cut off that excess, but I couldn't because I didn't have enough car drying towel. Anyway, so I got that ribbon from the Walmart, and I already made a burlap bow and put it on top of my box. And now I'm just taking doing like folding it over, and I cinched that one in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but this one I'm adding tails to. See? Because I'm going to glue that one that I just did on top of that one. And then I'm going to take some beads. Now, that gift box right there I did 2 years ago, and I love it. I still have it. And I wanted these two to kind of match some. So, I'm just going to update this one. And I put in the video how I made that one. But anyway, I'm just taking some little beads, and I'm taking those little ornaments. I had those for so long, y'all. 2 years, a year, I don't even know. And I'm going to, they're little tag things, and I'm going to put one on each of my gift boxes. Yes. Okay, and see my beads hanging down there, and my little tag there, and I'm just going to tack that down. I can't believe I deleted the footage of me putting the ribbon on, but I kept all that other garbage in. I don't know about me, y'all. I'm sorry. But y'all know what I did. But actually, I didn't glue that ribbon on. I taped it up underneath that box. Anyway, and I'm keeping this silliness in. Of course, that's how I roll. But on the little box, I put white, plain white with beads. On the other one, I put plain white, plain. But I got those little bells from the Dollar General a couple years ago or last year. See, I don't even know. I've had this stuff so long, y'all. But anyway, I'm going to put 2 little bells on that one on jute and hang it off the side. And I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue and tack them up there. And then I'm going to take one of them little bells and put it on my little tiny gift box there. I'm going to set these under the tree. I did have lights in that jute one. Maybe I'll put my lights on. I'm just going to put a little bit of greenery on them. I think these turned out so pretty, y'all. Which I've always liked that jute one. And, yeah, just slide up under my ribbon. And I'm going to take those little berries from the Dollar Tree. Now I actually aimed it up there where you could see it. Excuse me. And, just some pine cones. And I'm going to put that pine cone right in the center of my bow. And I'm going to put my little berries in there. I don't know if I give that one a pine cone. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Right here, you need some of those wood dowels from the Dollar Tree. You're going to actually need 17 of them, jute twine. And those little wood cubes, you'll need those too. I'm just painting all of those in, let's see, there's the wood cubes. And, I don't know, that collar that I stuck up there, because I can't remember what color it is. I thought it would match the jute twine better. Just paint it any color that you think that would blend in with the jute twine better. Hazelnut, that's the name of it, hazelnut. So I'm trying to show y'all there because I had to do this 86 million times just to get it right because the box kept collapsing on me. And I saw this at Hobby Lobby and I thought it was adorable and I wanted it. So anyway, I'm remaking it here the best I can. They made it with metal. Everything I used was Dollar Tree items. So other than the glue and the paint, but anyway, so I was just trying to get it all figured out and finding out a way to make it work. So I'm just showing you here how you have to glue it together. I'm telling you, no joke, rip the thing apart 87 million times. Well, not 87 million, that's a big fat lie, but at least probably 8 times. So, yeah. Anyway, but I was determined I was going to have this box. Anyway. So, you take your jute twine, you fold it in half. Or you can do it how you want it. But I fold it in half and you start wrapping it around the box and gluing it as you go. Now, I put those sticks in the middle to stabilize it. And see how you just go up, down, You just keep doing that all around the box until you get how you like it. Until it's looking good. But the bottom you got to leave open so it becomes tricky. So one of my parts started looking really, one side of it looked really funky. Thank God for the ribbon on the end, and plus I can just put that towards the wall. Nobody see it. Then see how you just bring it back around again, then glue it again. Then bring it back around again and glue it again. Maybe I shouldn't left so much of this in. Oh, well, anyway, there you go. There it is. You see that one ugly side? I think I just went too fast. And I'm just finishing it off here. So, I got that buffalo check ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And that's what I'm going to use to wrap it with. It's supposed to look like a little Christmas gift box. I don't know if any of y'all have seen it from Hobby Lobby, but it's really cute. So, the bottom is still open. And I just glued the ribbon right on the edge of that. Wrap it around, do the same thing, then do it again the opposite way. Then I made a little bow, loop bow, and tied a Chanel twin. Yeah, I keep twins down in my basement and wrap them around my ribbon. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, tied a Chanel stem around it, and then spread it out, and then just glued it to the box, and then I just cut pieces off, dovetailed them, and glued them underneath the ribbon. And it looked really cute when it was done. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? That's just adorable. Right? Do you like them, guys? That one, like I said, that was from 2 years ago, and I think I was sick when I made it. But anyway, what do y'all think? I hope y'all love them. I love them. I absolutely do. I think they're gorgeous. I did double ribbon on that big box. So, put 2 different kinds. So, anyway, I was just like feeling nostalgic watching that video from 2 years ago. Some of y'all may have already seen it. A lot of y'all have. Some of y'all haven't. But anyway, okay, y'all, right here. I got one of those bottles now. You're actually going to need 2 of them because I end up doing 2. And I did not know that you could pop those things off of them. Anyway, I've had those bottles forever. And I got one of those wine gift bags. Look at the little tiny Santa Claus hat on it. I love it. I wish I could have used it, but I couldn't. Anyway, I'm going to cut the top part of that wine gift bag off. And because we're going to wrap this around our bottle, we're going to make a Santa Claus gnome and a Mrs. Claus gnome. These are really cute, y'all. Okay, and I can't find my seam ripper, so I'm just going to use one of them picks, from the Dollar Tree. It's like them little cricket picks, and I'm going to try to get that seam out the best I can. Probably the best bet would be to cut it because, y'all, I fought that thing like serious. Anyway, so I'm just going to wrap it and see how much I need. Now, y'all, you're going to need to go higher than I did, but the belt kind of Yeah, the belt kind of put the stop to it. But I'm just going to tack it down there with glue and I'm going to cut it right underneath the bottle. I don't want to cut it even with it because I don't want anything to show through. And you could just tack that fabric under and it does still set even. And just going to wrap it around, glue it, going to move my belt out of the way first. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm so sorry, y'all. I feel like I'm out of practice. It's been really busy. I've had a lot of things going on at church and just just things with fixing the house and stuff. It's just been, yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna like put a little seam in that the material there. Yeah, I burn myself. I do that a lot. And see, yeah. And then just gonna glue it together. I couldn't believe how well that hot glue, believe it or not, stuck to that glass with that fabric. It was crazy. And I'm just going to do the same thing, put a little seam on my belt and make it match up there and glue it together. And then I'm going to go around my bottom of it, and tack that fabric down. Ow. And then I'm going to take one of them, I don't know what are they scores? I think so. Santa Claus scores from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to cut a long piece off of it. I don't know how much. And see, that's going to be his hat. And I did take that car wash towel thing, was going to make him a beard, but it just looked dumb. It didn't work. But I'm going to take a piece of that car wash towel, and I'm going to put it around the edge of his hat. And I'll put you something in there. I put that spatula in between there, silicone spatula, so my hat wouldn't stick together. And I'm going to take me some of that mop and just, shred it apart. Take the untwist it. I don't know. What would you say? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to fold it in half and cut it. And we're going to hot glue his little beard down there. Yeah. And still hot glue his beard down there. And then still hot glue his beard down there. I'm sorry. Here's where I went wrong. I did this to the Mrs. and the Mr. Claus. Again, I didn't leave enough material, so the bottle was showing. So I had to add, see, right there. I'm taking a wood bead here, and I fill it full of glue. And, yeah, see, I had to add that material because I didn't have enough, and the glass was showing. I'm just repeating myself all over the place, ain't I? Gee whiz. I'm just going to trim his little beard up. And now, see, where the holes are in the beads, I'm going to pull glue his nose on. And I'm going to pull that hat down forward enough. And it's going to cover the holes in the bead. So, you ain't going to have to worry about them showing. Yeah, see? And then you just cover it up. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. People say that all the time, don't they? I never say it, so I don't know why I said it right now. I may say easy peasy, but I don't say lemon squeezy. What's that even mean? I don't know, but listen to the things I say. I say crooked as a dog's hind leg, and you can't beat that with a stick, and it's more messed up than a soup sandwich. So, but that does make sense. Could you imagine trying to eat a soup sandwich? I couldn't. Anyway, and I'm not talking about the bread at Panera. I'm talking about 2 slices of bread with some just chicken noodle soup on it. That would be a mess. Anyway, I'm going to add some little greenery to his hat. I'm so sorry. With some little pine cones. And that's little picks I just pulled off an ornament. Now, we're on the Mrs. Claus. So, we're going to use part of that scarf thing for her dress. She's so cute. And just push that down on there best you can. Just pull. And then I cut it too short. But I'm going to take the top part of that wine gift bag thing that I cut off. And I'm going to make that the bottom part of her dress. Yes. And it's so cute. Anyway, because I didn't want to waste parts. I'm trying to go as cheap as I can. But I'm going to, excuse me, I do tack that down. I fold it under and tack it down. And see, there's where I teared the rest of her dress thing and cut it too short. I have to add a piece. Y'all see it later. But again, I just tacked that down to my bottle. Put the bottom, that thing on. Oh, I cut that open because it was too big. That's right. See, I told you to lie. I didn't mean to. I don't ever mean to lie, but sometimes I just do, and I don't even mean to. liar, liar, pants on fire. See, that don't make no sense either, but we say that all the time. So we'll cut the rest of that, well, a long piece of that piece. They got little jingle bells on them balls on the end. It's really cute. And I'm going to do the same thing, make her hat. But here, I'm going to take and make her a little, I don't know, what is this, a boa, a jacket? I don't know what it is. I looked at some pictures of Mrs. Claus, and that's what she wears. But I took that car wash towel thing again, and I made that for her. And then I make her a little apron out of it. It's really cute. And just tack that on. And I made strings to go around her waist, but I didn't show that. And then I take some more of that red cloth, and I put a little pocket on her little apron. Again, I'm extra, I'm going to go big or go home. Anyway, I like all the little details. I can't help it. And I like to make it look more, And I take 3 mop strings, full pieces of mop strings. And I'm just going to tie some jute here to the end of it because I'm going to braid them. But what I do is I separate them. I untwist them again. But I still keep each strand to its... Well, first I started not to do that. And then I untwist them and I keep each strand to itself. You know what I'm saying? So that one strand, I keep all those together and da-da-da and then da-da-da. So, and then I braid it and then da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. So, anyway, I'm trying to make DIYs that you guys are asking me to make too. So, anyway, I take another piece of jute and tie that on the end. And then I leave about 1 inch in between the center. And I take 2 pieces of red and white baker's twine, and I tie that in a knot, and then I'm going to make little bows. And, yeah, like I said, I do it leave about 1 inch in the center, and then I cut it, which leaves about 1/2 inch on, see what I mean? But the 3 long strands make 2 ponytails. And, now I'm cutting out, this part because it showed through, and I'm just going to tack that down to the bottle. Yeah, I can make mistakes so you all won't have to. Anyway, or if you'd rather just do it like that, then do it like that too. So we're going to throw her little hat on. We're going to take the little bead and do the same thing. But first, we got to glue her ponytails on so her hat can go down over her ponytails. Because if you glue the hat on, you can't get the ponytails up underneath it. Then you're going to see that it's not really ponytails, that it's 2 mop strands tied together. Nobody wants that, you know what I mean? So anyway, we're just going to glue her little nose on. She ended up being taller. I guess I could have lowered her some, but she's taller than Mr. Claus, Santa Claus. Yep, there we go. And going to put like the same little type of greenery on her little hat. And here they are. Oh, y'all. Ain't they cute? Oh, my goodness. Look at... Oh, I made her a little bow for her little jacket. Oh, no. I think they're adorable. Oh, my goodness. And I'm not even a known person, but I did leave my big little dude from last year for a lot of y'all to see who's never seen him. Anyway. Okay, and I've been asked to make more calendar DIY. So... that jewelry right there, I thought it was ugly. I'm just being honest. And I didn't have any more 2023 calendar pieces or pictures. That was Christmas. So, I'm like, we'll figure this out. So, I take a light coat of Mod Podge. And because I do. Now, that thing I got from the Walmart, it's galvanized. And I actually painted it in, plaster chalk paint a long time ago and just never used it. I did put saran wrap down. I'm like, I don't care if it has wrinkles in it or not, so I took it off. Well, after it dried, or I dried it, y'all, Airboy died in my little vacuum. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm serious. Anyway, and I'm going to take some, sandpaper and go around the edge of my thing to get that excess paper off. Now, I do make a beaded hanger, but apparently, didn't record it. But right here, y'all, I'm taking my glue gun, my fine tip glue gun, and I'm going around every bit of greenery, stems, berries, everything on this picture to make it 3D-esque looking. And I'm going to take that lacquer chalk paint because I thought maybe it'd be closer to that joy word. Well, it wasn't. So I ended up just taking that lacquer paint there by Waverly, and I painted my Joy Word too. But I also take a chippy brush here and try to get as many of those glue webs off as possible. So yeah, I'm just painting my little berries, because yeah, you make them look like real little berries. It's really cute. And painting my Joy Word to make it match the color of my berries, and taking that vintage green and painting my greenery. Now remember, I got glue down there, hot glue that I went over those with, each little stem and stuff. I think it ends up looking so much better when I'm done. The color, look at that. And I took Moss by Waverly and painted the leaves. And I'm taking one of them little dominoes and two of those little cubes from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take E6000 and hot glue, and I'm going to glue them to the backside of the, of the little thing there. Because I'm making me a little shelf thing. And I'm going to paint it in Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint. And then I'm going to show you me painting it, apparently. Okay. And, and then I take and make it look snowy. I put, flock it like a Todd. Anyway, I was going to say something last year, or something I said, and a lot of y'all probably remember, but I'm not going to say. But anyway, I just want it to look all snowy. I think it's prettier like that, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to take my E6000 and my hot glue again, and I'm going to glue my little shelf on in the center of my little sign. And I got those little cardinals. See my hanger, my beaded hanger right there? I got two of those little cardinals from the Dollar Tree, I think last year. And then this thing here is just, it was a pick, and I don't even know what was on it. And I kept it because it looked like a stick, but I don't know how long I've even had it. But anyway, I'm going to finagle and twist it up a little bit, and I'm going to hot glue it to my little shelf there, because I want it to look like my little cardinal is sitting on a little stick. Yeah. I try to do different stuff with the calendar pictures, because I don't want to do just the same old thing everybody does, you know what I mean? But the tags I had to make with that little truck. But anyway, that's for my daddy. He loves them, and that's exactly where it's going. I tore the little legs out because it wouldn't set right. But then I was like, that looks silly. You could tell it. So I put one of the little legs back in and just set him cattywampus on his stick there. So, yeah. And I know it's a he because the female cardinals are not that red and pretty like that. Yeah. I don't know why female birds always uglier. Look at mallard ducks. How much pretty. You know what I mean? It's crazy, ain't it? Anyway, I just took a little piece of greenery piece there and hot glued it on there. And we'll hot glue those little berries on there. And then I'm going to take some that Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint, and I'm going to flock it all. Well, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to put some pine cones on it. 2 little pine cones on it. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I laugh like that. Anyway, I guess I should wait and tell you what I'm doing when I'm doing it, instead of telling you what I'm going to do and then 3 hours later do it. But there's my tartan plaid ribbon. That one's from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to just make a little awareness bow, tie it in the center. And here I'm just going to cut an extra piece and fold it, and then fold it over again, and hot glue it in the center of my bow to cover up that jute twine. You know how it goes. Anyway, yeah. Oh my gosh, I think I just went really slow, or left so much stuff in. I think I went slower this. Look, y'all, I think that's pretty. I really like that. And I think it looks so much better than the original picture. I'm sorry to the original person, but I just didn't like the colors. I like the picture, but not the colors. Sorry. It looks like it's crooked. It probably is. Y'all. Right here, I got a pack of those black nylon, like, stretchy socks from the Dollar Tree, and a bag of black beans. Okay, I'm just going to take one of the socks, and I'm going to put it down in that cup to help it hold it up better, so I can dump the beans in there. And I used an entire bag of beans, and stretch my sock out there, get them all down in there real good. And I put it back in the bag, and I'm going to take some polyfill. Y'all can put anything in there. Material, plastic bags, it doesn't matter. Anything you want. And I'm going to twist it up and take a rubber band and put it on there as tight as I can. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Look, I'm not a fan of gnomes, and I've been making them for some of y'all like gnomes, but here lately, I've been digging them. So I got that tree skirt last year at the end of Christmas for $2 from the Dollar General. Now, on the outside, it feels like sweater, and I'm wrapping it around my little gnome's head, and everything's fine and dandy, and I think that's pretty. And then, it's felt on the inside. Anyway, I just cut me off a piece for a hat. Y'all know how I am about this stuff. Anyway, so, yes, if you don't like the feeling of that, just get you some gloves and put them on, and, yeah, you can touch it then. It's not as bad. And I'm just going to cut off my little Velcro things right there. I don't know what they're called. Velcro strips. And I'm going to roll it up to see how I'm going to want my hat to go. Now, yeah, take some hot glue and glue up that side. Or if you can sew, I can't sew to save my life. I can sew a button on, but that's it. Y'all don't want to see me sew anything. It would be crooked as a dog's hind leg. So, anyway, after I get it all sewed up here, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try. There's Jessie Jane. She's rotten. Anyway, I'm going to make sure it's going to fit his little head. And I'm going to make it loose because the beans and stuff will make your bag move. And I want it loose because, of course, I want that to go over top of his little nose. Now, I just tacked it down right there to make sure that's the right place. And I wrapped it up real good, and I hot glued that, and I wrapped it, and instead of cutting it off, that excess material right there, material, I just glued it all the way and made it was big and thick. But I tell you what, because of that, it stands straight up if you want it to. Y'all, I believe I just made the cutest thing ever on YouTube. This thing's adorable. So anyway, you can take one of them dust mops from the Dollar Tree and use that as a fuzz. There's the SKU number. I used those a lot last year for Christmas. But I'm going to take this tree skirt, because some of y'all told me you ain't found them tree skirts yet. But you can make a gnome's hat and all this jazz out of that tree skirt. I'll show you the reason why I wanted to use that tree skirt there, that big one. Gee whiz, I'm saying tree skirt a lot. Don't take a drink. I don't drink. But if you drink, don't take a drink every time I say tree skirt. Anyway, I'm going to take that trim fur that I cut off of that other tree skirt and glue it on that tree skirt. Anyway, I don't know why. So, and then I'm going to take an extra piece of my little sock air. Now, all this is going to make sense to me. Just stay with me, y'all, because I'm telling you, even if you're not a fan of gnomes, you're going to love this little dude. I don't know what to name him yet. Anyway, so I'm going to glue the edge of that sock together. Make sure you keep it hollow out in the middle. That's why I'm using that spatula to make sure it didn't, like, close up. I didn't glue it all the way because sometimes I'm a klutz and I can do that. Yeah, so now I got my mop from the Dollar Tree. Now, almost everything in this video came from the Dollar Tree except that big red and white tree skirt. I believe that was the only thing. Oh, and the polyfill. The beans even came from the tree skirt. So, I got pieces of my mop there, and I'm just folding it over and cutting it in half. And you could probably cut it in thirds. I know I cut it way too long. And I laid a string down, and I'm just going to glue them all down to that string. And I'm taking some extra pieces there, and I'm going to unwind it because I end up using those extra pieces for a couple of things. Yeah, well, I think I use them for, no, I don't know. For a couple of things, like I said, I can't remember. I'm just unwinding his beard there. And I got that bead, I forgot to show you that bead. I painted it in a peachy color, skin color, and I'm just going to glue that down for his nose. Yeah, look at those booties. That's what I was talking about. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe it? There's a SKU number. Those come from the Dollar Tree. Oh, my gosh. They had 2 pair of them, and only one of them looked like that. The other one was different. And I thought, oh, I got that tree skirt. Y'all, look. Look at my little dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he's not even done yet. Those booties just made it. Oh my goodness. And y'all can make booties. Remember I showed you in my Christmas tree gnome video, you can make booties. Anyway, that's probably what I'm going to do to get some more of those, like that kind. Anyway, so I left that string long to tie his beard on to see how long I was going to leave it with his boots on. His boots are made for walking. Anyway, I wanted my beard thicker, so I just took some of that mop that I'd unwound, anyway, and glued it across there to make it thicker for me, because I just thought it was too thin. Y'all don't have to do that. And then I take another piece and glue it across there. I kind of wish I hadn't did that. I kind of wish I just cut it all even and then put it on him, but you know, the damage is done. I already done it, but he still turned out adorable. But if I did it again, I wouldn't glue an extra piece on. I'd just trim it up at the top and make it all nice looking. So I'm taking all those ones I unwound and the extra one, and I take them up, full piece, and tie it right down the middle of that stuff, and trim it up, and fold it over, because I'm going to make my pom-pom for the top of his hat. Yes, I am. Sorry, y'all, my mouth is dry. I need drinks. Anyway, you just keep trimming it until you get it as big or little or fluffy or unfluffy as you want. And when you open it up, if you got big long strings hanging down, just cut them off. So I cut down the piece, tied it up with. Take some hot glue, rude, and glue it right to the top of his hat. And now we're back to the little other sock piece. This is going to be his arms. Sorry. I took some polyfilm, put it in there. My dang allergies are killing me. Excuse me. And you could use just that mop beard trimmings. I should have used that, but I didn't. But anyway, I cut it in half, and I put that polyfill in it, and then I took extra pieces of that tree skirt, wrapped it around the end of it, put some rubber bands on them. And my confusion, you see, I just threw some of that beard in there because that arm wasn't as full as the other one. These are his little mittens. After I rubber banded on there, I trimmed them up, make them look all nice and cute. I'm sorry, y'all. Putting his hat on, he tickles me. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Anyway, so now I know where his little beard's going to go. And we'll cut off that string right there that I had tied up around his head. And we're just going to hot glue his beard down. Oh, goodness, y'all. Y'all are going to die. I can't even with this. I can't even. Oh, it has to stop. Y'all make sure you go check out my friend Missy. Anyway, so I put his hat on. And I'm just going to tack it there to his nose. Not tack it, I'm gluing it down real good. And I'm not going to glue the rest of the hat on yet because we got to put his arms on up underneath his hat. Oh my goodness. And I put the seam on the inside where you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had that seam where I glued it, and I just flattened it out and laid it where it's laid against his body. You can't see it. So I glued his little arms up under his hat. Oh goodness, y'all. I don't know why. I gotta stop. Y'all just, I'm laughing there. I'm giggling at him. And we're just gonna tack our hat down all the way. You guys, isn't he adorable? That's the dude. I made a little dude last year. Now, I wish I hadn't done his beard. Look, his little shoes, his little boots, matches everything. See how I done his beard? I wish I hadn't done that, put that strip on there, but I don't know what I was thinking. But it still turned out adorable, y'all. Okay, y'all, here's everything. I hope y'all enjoy. Look, we got a big surprise. Friday, we're doing a box hop, and we have to take 6 Easter items and make them into Christmas items. And I hope y'all enjoys for the fun. It's at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be a blast. I just can't, I ain't even made mine yet. I can't even imagine what's going on. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you Friday. Mwah. Bye.